Hi, Princess Diana. Just between I and you, um, I know that you're still alive, and I know that it was probably your clone that died. Okay, I saw that video, that bullshit video, and I actually think what they're trying to say about the Royal Australian line, that actually Royal Australian line is actually the Australian is actually me, Ian. I have the royal line. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Princess Diana, you are my wife. Prince Charles stole you from me and they lied to you. They're not royal, you're royal. And I'm royal. Now, the word king, my last name is Werbisky. My father's last name is Werbisky, James Richard Werbisky. And then I have another father who is actually none other than Ringo Starr and Rod Watson. And I might have that other fella's DNA. And basically, yeah, the name Werbisky, King, Werbis, King, and the word king has the word Ian in it. And the Lime Messiah is me. It's not my brother. Now, I have a problem. I need your help, Princess Diana. My brother James Ian Werbisky, they switched us out and he has my ID, James Ian McCall. It says, as I passed by, Acts 17, verse 23, as I passed by your devotions, I noticed this inscription that read, to the unknown God, whom therefore ignorantly worship, him declare I unto you. Him is James Ian McCall. In the States, it says, in God we trust. We'll put the word England, odd we trust. I had a surgery on there, so I am from England. James the Righteous, wherever you are to go to James the Righteous with the green eyes. My brother has brown eyes. He's about 165 pounds. I'm 195, just under 200 pounds. I flew fighter jets and I was a doctor. I studied out of Oxford. My name is Dr. James Ian McCall. Your family's probably seen me on a few occasions. I was actually at the hospital when some of the family royal members were there, and I actually was a doctor on call. And I've treated the royal family, at which they're not royal, and you know why they're not royal. It has nothing to do with way back in Edward and the royal family cheating. It has to do with the 1800s, because James from Scotland, King James the second of Scotland, I'm a direct relative of him, and he's short, and he comes from grandma. He comes from Grandma Lynn, my Grandma Lynn Werbisky, who was married to Alan Werbisky, Big Al, yeah. And so their lineage comes through the royal family from some other line. Plus, I have that Australian line, which if you see in the video, if you really look at it, oh, it says, yeah, that's there. And I've done time in Australia in the military, and I work all over the place. Now, what I want you to do is, I think in Helsinki, Finland, my brother James Ian Werbisky might there. He's there. I don't know whether he's going under the name of James Ian Pudo or under James Ian McCall, I think would be the name he's going under. There's another lady named Beverly Valentine. I want you to search for her. I want to find out. There's another person named Edgar Jacobuschanko through the Yukon drivers, motor vehicles. You get his picture. He might have somebody living in Finland too. Now they're all lying. They've made about 5 clones of me, Princess Diana. And it says in the book of Thomas, Jesus, we know you're going to leave us. What are you to do? Wherever you are to go to James the Righteous. That's right, James that drives on the right hand side of the road, for whose sake the heaven and earth came in 2 beings. So that's me and Guillen from Australia. That's my brother Guillen from Australia. And I'm the Messiah, the Limey Messiah. And there's Guillen, or it came Ian to be Amy Tito, or it could be that. But either way, my brother's impersonating me, and I'm asking him for my ID back and everything, and I'm not getting any results in that. And it says, I saw the angels ascending and descending, ministering to God. Nobody's ministered to me. Nobody's been ministering to me. You know, no, I'm not getting ready to take over the monarchy and King James. I have a Bible that says I'm taking over the monarchy and that I am the true royal family. I'm not from Queen Elizabeth. I'm not from them. I'm from James, King James of Scotland. Now, his ancestry comes from that ancestry in Australia. He comes from that ancestry, which is something that David Wilcox doesn't even know. And I probably come from there too. And the guy in the video is wearing a green sweatshirt, which he's saying, yeah, I agree. Ian, you know, the green-eyed Ian, you're the one that's, that's the Messiah, you know. So it's me. It's not Ian, it's me. And I'm the one that has a lineage of Herod. And the Star of Bethlehem is Ringo Starr. The uncle knowing God, Ringo Starr. That's right. I look like Ringo Starr. And my eyes are green, but every time I take my glasses off, they put a clone on and stuff, and I don't want anybody hurting you. Can you quietly do this stuff for me, Diana? Because I'm living in Alberta right now. I'm living in Edmonton on a welfare salary when I'm actually a doctor. And everybody in Canada is lying. Now they're trying to pretend there's going to be another Omicron, another strain, when no. Orion, Anita and Harjit Sajjan Singh, Chrystia Freeland, and Justin Trudeau are putting Legionnaire's disease in the milk and the dairy products. And I have proof. Yukon's Women of Power by Joyce Hayden. Right in B. Firth, in that section, it says that identically. I know this for a fact. I'm not lying to you. And I'm a stud. I'm supposed to be remaking the earth. So all these people on the earth, they have to go. They're all clones. It says even in the Bible, the uncle knowing God is Ringo Starr. Odd is the one. That is Ringo Starr is the one that's going to help and restore me to life after these. Other ones, they keep lying, same as Debbie and Peter Romero. Kicked me out of the house up at Nate. They illegally evicted me during a pandemic. And then I keep going up there, and then nobody's shoveling the sidewalks, and seems like people are there, but and it says too in that book, it says Eileen Meg McCall. It says Margaret Eileen McCall, Ray Gary tailing Jim McCall. So that says up at Nate, they're tailing Jim McCall. So supposedly, from what's that saying, he's a Nate. Now he's hiding from me and lying. And I've tried to get a hold of him on the phone. I sent messages to the police, and nobody's doing anything. So I need you to do something, Princess Diana, because he's lying. James, it says stop the LA Jews. James Ian Werbisky. I have his ID. He's a Jew. James Peter Werbisky or John Peter Werbisky, whatever, is a Jew. They're both Jews. It says stop the LA Jews. And then there's David Ian Webb, who they cloned of me. It's another one. And then there's Orion. And I'm the real one. My name is James Ian McCall, and I know that my name is James Ian McCall. But I have James Ian Werbisky's ID, and he collected $10,000 on COVID funding under my name, and I think they're trying to come after me for this money. And nobody's listening to me, Diana. I need your help, Princess Diana. I love you a lot, Diana, and you were my wife. You're an Ian. We were supposed to have kids. And I know about William, and I know about how William's hair looks. His hair is the same as mine. I have a problem with that. How is William's hair look like my hair? Huh? Are you guys sure that somebody didn't take my genetics? Either way, I'm in charge of the monarchy, and William's going to help me, so work with William, and let's get this settled. I want audio, because my lease is up here in a couple months, and they're going to try to either get me to sign another lease, or I'm going to have to move somewhere else. And I'd rather go to Frogmore, or I'd rather move forward in my life, or what I'm supposed to do. And Trudeau keeps lying. Trudeau's prime minister, is actually James Werbisky, but yet he's hiding on me, and he won't say anything to me. So he might be in Quebec. I need you to find James Ian Werbisky. Go to the RCMP. They have his fingerprints. They have James Ian Werbisky's fingerprints, old ones, the paper ones that are reliable. You can rely on those. Now, if they clone James from me, we'll have the same prints. If they didn't, my prints will be different. If we're identical twins, then my prints will be different. But I don't know. It's anybody's guess, Diane. Okay, I love you a lot. Stay strong. Stick up for Queen Elizabeth. They're picking on her. They gave me COVID as well as Queen Elizabeth. They gave me influenza A and COVID together. And I beat that. And I'm trying to pray for the Queen and help the Queen. And everybody else seems to want to pick on the Queen. And that's not happening because I need the Queen to stay where the Queen is until this coming November. That's when supposedly I'm taking over the monarchy. All right, I love you a lot, Princess Diana, and you're a very special person in my life. You've helped me a lot of times when I've needed help, and always watch me. I had 2 native people try to attack me and hurt me today for no reason. They just wanted to attack me, and I'm getting tired of this. This has to change, man. And I'm the one that's in charge of the earth. It's not Tony Beats' government in Dawson. I want Tony Beats in jail. He's a jerk. All right. Or James Werbisky is in the Yukon and he's lying. But either way, we got to find him because I know he has my ID that says James Ian McCall. And he's lying. And that's not cool. He's impersonating me. That's actually a federal charge. You can have him arrested. Just arrest him and get my ID back. The cops have my address in Alberta. So does Aish. You'll be able to find my address. Okay, I love you a lot. Thank you, Diana. Thank you very much. The sarin gas is a lot better. Thank you, and thank Margaret Backey. Thank you too.